In this screencast, I'm going to show you how you can use the cart preloader to preload a cart with various items. Now, why might you want to do this? Well, for example, let's just say a customer phones you up and says, "Oh, I can't find products A, B, C, and D on your website. I just want to buy them now. Can you just send me a link to buy them?" You can preload a cart with those items and then just simply send them a link to buy that. Another thing you can do as well, because you can set special prices on the items that you add to a preload, then if someone phones you up and says, "Oh, I want to buy 10 of these on your website, they're £10 or $10, I want to pay 5 for them," and say they're a great customer and you go along with that, then you can easily send them a link to buy those items at a different price. I'll show you how you do all this here. So this is our demo store, the World of Wines demo store. If I click on Manage Cart Preloader, then you click on Create New Preload. Now let's say they wanted to buy 5 bottles of Merlot, so you enter 5 in that field there and click on the Add to Preload icon. The basket appears in the normal way. If I click on Continue Shopping, it takes me back to the product selector. Now these items here are in the product manager. Of course, if you're not using the product manager, you can click on Custom Item at the top here and then enter details of a product here, the item name, the quantity, the price, and whether or not it's tangible. Then you click on the Add to Preload button to add it. We're not going to do that in this example, but let's say as well they wanted to buy a mixed case of wine. Normally it's $25.99. For whatever reason, you're selling it to them for $19.99 because they're a great customer. And we'll sell one of those. Click on Add to Preload. Then you can see that that's appeared in there as well. Now, instead of a checkout button like you might see on a normal cart, we've got a Save Basket button. So if I click on Save Basket, then you can enter a name for the stored basket. I'll just call this Preload Example. Click on Save. And so that's shown in the preload screen here. And you can see this just by going to Manage Cart Preloader. It shows a list of the different preloads you've defined. Now you can do various things here. You can view the preload, which gives you a link. Now this is great because that link there is just a link to that preloaded basket, and the basket can be used multiple times. So you could send that link to people. You could paste that link on your actual website and say, click on this to get those 2 products at in that combination at that special price. So it's really powerful what you can do with this. The next thing you might want to do is email a link to your customer, in the example I mentioned earlier. For that, you just click on the Send icon. Then you can select a template, predefined template. So let's just click on one of these. Let's have that one there. You click on the template you want to send it with. Then it predefines an email with a link in it to purchase those items. If I just enter an email address at the top, enter a subject, Cart Preload Test. So you can edit this email, which I'm going to do now. Okay, so I've just entered a simple email there. You can do a text version of the email as well. If I just click on Send, and that email is sent to the recipients. Just had it arrive there. If I just bring up the email, there's the email there. If I click on, it's got a link in it, as you can see. Click here to purchase the items. If I click on that link, it brings up the cart with those 2 items that we selected in it. And of course they can then click on the checkout button and go through and pay for that in the normal way.